is your home for the Panthers. Paola Sports Live.
Taking the snap, they'll go play action. They're looking on the wheel route. Back in live here on
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the pregame show here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Paola Vet Clinic. From your pet to your herd, Paola Vet Clinic has over 90 years of veterinary experience to help give high-quality care at affordable pricing. Visit them at 1708 Industrial Road in Paola, or visit their website, wildcatvetclinic.com, to learn more. We also would like to thank Comcast and Xfinity, our new sponsor here for Paola.
Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 91530, or just stop on by.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health lifestyle, state-of-the-art care. That's what you get. Toll.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. 13. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
My experience at Strode Orthodontics was amazing. Like most people who had their first round of braces, I forgot to wear my retainer and so therefore had crooked teeth. I got engaged this year. I wanted straight teeth for my wedding, and so Dr. Strode was able to give me Invisalign, and now I have the straight smile that I've always wanted. We're gonna get such a welcoming experience here. The day of my wedding, I'm not going to be scared to take pictures. Now I can finally be confident with my smile on that big day.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or
back to throw. Oh, he's looking Pishneko again. He's got a step on his man, and he's got the pass down to the 12-yard line. Oh, my goodness gracious, 32 yards on the connection. And they're at it again, going to the air. Pishneko got behind his man, and the pass was absolutely perfect. Down to the 12. It's first down and 10. From the gun. Stein on the keeper, going right side. He's down to about the 5, so give him another gain of 7 there. So after another 7-yard gain there from Stein, incorporating that QB power quite a bit here into the game plan on this opening drive. But now out of the I formation, you'd imagine they're not going back to that again. Takes the snap, gives it to Shea, the deep back. He leans forward. He's going to be just a little bit short. Needed 3, got about 2, and it'll be third. So on 3rd and 1, everyone checks the wristbands. I formation, and we'll see if they go sneak here. In position. Handoff up the middle. Speed option, coming near side with it. Coming near side with it. That one gains up to about the 34-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Thanks.
A little late getting back in. You missed a quick pass to the outside that ended up going for no gain, but will go down as a completion. Complete out there to Ricky Giles. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Louisburg. So here we are, 2nd down and 10. Pistol. Taking the snap. Gonna run it. Quarterback keeping the power, going to the right side. He's inside the 10. He's gonna be very close to the 1st down. Down to the 8-yard line. Should move the chains. A 10-yard run on the quarterback keeper from Max Amron. Quarterback keeper from Max Amron. So Louisburg took the opening kickoff back 90 yards for a touchdown. Then Paola answered with an impressive 72-yard touchdown drive. And now Louisburg, offense. From the pistol, takes the snap, coming right side. Flag is down. And now they will discuss. So offsetting penalties, one against each team. So we'll try again on 1st and goal from the 8. Hands it off. Up the middle, not a whole lot of space. He'll get to the 6, maybe the 5. So after the gain of 3, once again that's Thompson in the backfield. Pistol set. Speed option going to the left, breaking a tackle. Amron is in for the touchdown. They say he crossed the goal line, and Louisburg once again on the board, and it's 13-7. And we've got a
escape or planning for the next chapter in your life. The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
back in out of the quick break. 14-7, Louisburg on top after the touchdown run from Max Amron. And now it will be Paola's turn for their second drive. Booted away. That one's going to land and stay in, and this could be trouble for the Panthers. Reversing field. Fielded this at his own 3, and a flag comes in as he was able to get it out to about the 12-yard line. But we'll check the flag. We'll see if that was a block in the back against Paola, which will back him up even further, and it was. So the Panthers are going to start well backed up. Panthers heading to their sideline. So the Panthers backed up. They'll start from their own 7. Under center is Stein. Tosses it right side. Nice hole here for Shea. And Shea falls forward, and that's a good gain. He's got another 8-yarder. So Paola comes out 2nd down and 2 from about the 15-yard line. Right now, Paola averaging over 5 yards per run as a team. Takes the snap, gives it off. Shea again. Shea weaving his way through a small crease, and it looks like he's going to have just enough for that first down. And that'll do it for quarter number one. 14-7, Louisburg in front. Paola with a first down and 10 at their 17 when we come back here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
More than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's
And a flag down for delay of game. Paola was not sure how to get lined up there. That's going to back them up 5. So second down and 15 coming up. I'm not sure what that was. Looked like Landon Murdoch wasn't quite sure whether to be on the line, go in motion, off the line. Even if they had snapped it by the end of that, it would have been an illegal formation. They had too many guys on the line of scrimmage. Second and 15. They're going to go on a reverse. It's a flea flicker, and he's got a man open, and he's coming back this way, and it's caught. What a play. Gets it to Alvin Metcalf up to midfield. A flag is down. Hold everything. A flag is down. 5 yards down the field at the 35-yard line. And we'll see what this is about. And a Paola lineman went downfield. That's going to wipe away an impressive Paola play. Metcalf running the deep drag out of the fake reverse into the flea flicker. And instead of that, it's going to be second down and 20. So we'll see what the Panthers have in store for this second and 20. Takes the snap from the gun, pumps once. Now Stein just going to tuck it and run. Gets about 8 of the yards back. It'll bring up a third down and 13 as they'll give him 7 officially. Stein's been very good. Stein, has been very good through the air. Though tonight, 1 for 3 officially on the stat sheet, but had a big completion wiped away from penalty, and of course had a huge game a week ago. The sophomore quarterback here for the Panthers, they've got high hopes for him and a bright future here with Paola as they'll go to the air with him here. And he's going to throw this one down the sideline, and it's caught by Metcalf. Oh, my goodness, at the 40-yard line. A Louisburg defender draped all over him. They'll give him the 38. My, oh my. 29 yards on the completion. When they've completed these passes here tonight, they've been in chunks. They took his last one away. They couldn't take that one away, and Paola has first down and 10 from the 38 of Louisburg. And what a catch from Alvin Metcalf. From the gun, Stein, quarterback keeper, left side, a couple of nifty little mini jukes, and he lunges forward, gain of about 7. They'll mark him at the 32. Officials will spot the ball. That last run puts Stein in the lead for Paola in rushing here today. Just past Shea by a yard. Everybody checks the wristbands. From the gun. Takes the snap. Gonna throw the swing pass. Lots of space out there. And oh, good rally to make the tackle. I think they got him short of the line. What a play made out there by Cole Heinrich. Complete for a gain of, we'll say 2.5, brings up 3rd and 1. And quarterback sneak up the middle. That's going to move the chains and get a first down. Gain of 3. And it's 1st and 10, Paola. First down and 10 for the Paola Panthers. From the gun. Takes the snap, quarterback power, right side, great blocking out there, and then some maneuvering to get him down inside the 20. So another nice gain from the quarterback, Stein. Gain of 6 brings up 2nd down and 4. Now Stein from the gun. Takes the snap. Oh, he's looking to go to the air. He's looking to go to the end zone. He's looking for his man down there, and the pass is broken up. Incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Great coverage in the end zone by Louisburg. Ball maybe just a little bit underthrown. He was looking, I believe, for Sasha Pishneko. And now on 3rd down and 4, we'll see what Paola has driving here to try to tie this game back up. From the I formation, they need the 16 for a first down, and they'll go to Shea. Shea tries to cut it upfield. Oh, he's going to be very close, but just short, I believe. 4th and 1 coming up after the 3-yard gain. Big 4th down coming here. Could we see the first defensive stop of this game, or can Paola keep it going? And a flag comes in. And it's against Louisburg. So Paola won't even need to snap it. They utilize the snap count there, and Stein gets him to jump. And Paola moves the chains, 1st down and 10. From the 13, I formation, give to Shea. Shea gonna try his luck to the left side, and he doesn't find a whole lot of it. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 coming up. Paola will also get the ball to start the second half here in this contest. I formation. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking to throw. Dangerous pass, but it's caught. Oh my goodness, what a throw from Stein, and Paola with the answer. And flags come in. I'm not sure if that was for the celebration. Those were very late. It looked like he was just high-fiving his teammate, but I don't know if he said something. But flags came in late. Complete to Metcalf. And for now, it's a touchdown. So they will say touchdown and a dead ball foul. Oh, against Louisburg. Oh, and against Paola. Okay. Sorry, he just pointed the wrong way the first time. The Panthers get a touchdown. And another touchdown pass from their promising sophomore quarterback. Extra point good, and we're tied once again, 14-all here from Louisburg High School. We'll be right back for Paola's kickoff after this.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Back in live here on Paola Sports Live. Paola with yet another answer to a Louisburg touchdown. What a game this has been here early on, here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity. Louisburg already has one kickoff return for a touchdown here tonight, and Paola's going to have to kick this one from their own 25. And Louisburg should get excellent field position. Oh, but that one skips by him, and he'll pick it up at the 22-yard line. Does Matthias Wright, who had the touchdown earlier, but this one, he's going to be brought down at about his own 28-yard line. So that went about as well as it possibly could for Paola, all things considered. Wright took one back 90 yards to open up this game, got this crowd on their feet early. That one, though, bounced right by him, and now 5:06 left to go in the half. Louisburg will look to try to get the lead back, I should say. We have yet to see a defensive stop of any kind. Every team that's touched the ball thus far tonight has scored on that possession. From the gun, they're going to go screen. And that might slow him down. Brought down in the backfield, pass complete. And I believe that was Bodie Shea who blew it up. Back at the 25, it's a loss of 3. So second down and 13. They'll call it 14, actually. Second and 14. So Max Amron now 3 for 3 passing for -1 yard. And he'll go to the air again. And he'll look for a lot more yardage. Oh, it's a good ball, but it's just incomplete. Well defended by Paola. Put that one just about right where it needed to be. but that was perfectly defended out in space by the Panthers. Jumped it at just the right time. Looked like he was going for Ricky Giles, and it's going to be 3rd and 14. Giles has to hop off. That was Sasha Pishneko in coverage. Came right across the body without tugging. Made a play on the ball, and then the ball ended up just going right through the offensive receiver Giles' hands on the screen here, trying to break one, and he's going to get up to about the 36-37. Going to make 4th down maybe a little interesting. We'll see what Louisburg chooses to do. Gain of 12 on that completion. It is 4th down. It is deep in their own territory. And they're going to go. And a timeout taken by the Panthers. So they gave him 13 there on a 3rd down and 14. So 4th and 1 coming up with 3:44 left to go in the half. Louisburg back at their own 37-yard line. We'll stay right here. Pivotal play here for both of these squads. Louisburg, if they are really going to try to go for this one, certainly don't want to give Paola the ball with such a short field, as good as Paola's offense has been through their first 2 drives. And, of course, the Panthers getting the ball to begin the second half. And for the Panthers, obviously, just flip everything I just said. The opportunity here to stop Louisburg, get them off the field, get that first defensive stop for either side here in the first half of this ball game. And to do it in such a pivotal moment, this is a big play on 4th and 1. Might be trying to hard count him here. They do snap it. Quarterback keep. He's got the space, and he's got the first down. Up to the 44-yard line. A gain of 7 on 4th and 1 on the quarterback keep from Ameren. So that'll move the chains with just under 3:40 to go here in the first half. Pistol set. Clock not necessarily an issue just yet. Man in motion. They'll give it. He's going to try the right side, and he's not going to go very far at all. Bryce Thompson stuffed on that play. And they'll give him maybe a yard. So once again, good first down defense by this Paola squad. Second down and 9. Quarterback speed option, ball on the ground, and it ends up out of bounds. And that is a huge break for the Louisburg Wildcats, as that one ends up out of play before Paola could turn it into serious damage, and it's going to be a loss of 2. And actually, they'll give him more than that. It'll be back at the 41-yard line. So this will be 3rd down and 13. It's a roll to the right. Caught. And another big first down through the air. That 3rd down passing game for Louisburg's been deadly. A flag well back behind the play. And Louisburg is already heading back. almost looked like the signal was a hold. And based on the reactions here, I'd say that's accurate. And it will be holding against Louisburg. And they just ran that flood play to the right side. They had a couple of options on where to go. Paola was trapped in that cover 3. They had one guy to try to cover a corner route from the inside receiver and a speed out from the outside receiver. He had to take the deeper man, went with the corner. And that left Alicia Soto wide open. Got the first down, but unfortunately well back behind the play, holding. So now from their own 30, this is 3rd and 24. And a big opportunity for Paola's defense. If they can make a stop here to get the ball back in the final probably minute and a half, and then to get the ball to start the second half. And Louisburg's just going to toss it. They're going to go to the left side, and that's not going to get much. Give them a gain of 6, or a respectable gain, and a flag at the end. And that's after the play. Personal foul against Paola, my goodness. No automatic first down at the high school level, so they'll keep the chains where they are. The question is, was that during the play or after the play? It was after the play, so it's 4th down, 3 yards to go from the 49 of Paola. So a big 4th down here. They need the Paola 46. Under center. And they did not get him to cross the ball. And a timeout taken by Louisburg with 1:07 left to go in the half. We'll step aside with them. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back in live, Louisburg timeout, facing a 4th down and 3. And once again on this drive, Paola has forced Louisburg into a 3rd and forever and then given up a massive play on that 3rd down to make 4th down manageable for the Wildcats. This time it was via penalty. It was 3rd and 24 and a personal foul after the play against Paola brings up this 4th and 3 instead of 4th and 18. Under center. Fakes the toss. Rolling. Ameren hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. The pass is incomplete. Paola gets the stop with 1 minute to go in the half. They'll take over on downs right around midfield. It was Bodie Shea off the edge supplying the pressure. And now we'll see what the Panthers can do. With 1 minute. 51 yards away from more points. We have yet to see a field goal attempt on the season for Paola. As far as the freshman kicker Tate Traxel is concerned. So we're not quite sure what his official range that Paola would feel comfortable with if they wanted to go that route before halftime. But right now they come out in the gun, double set, bunched receivers to each side, man in motion. Stein back to throw, gonna go deep with it. And it is going to be caught up to the 28-yard line. 23 yards on the completion. Clock still ticking. Gun once again. Takes the snap, and flags come out with 37 seconds. A false start against Paola will back him up 5. Mason Stein already at 97 passing yards here in the first half. So he's picking up right where he left off last week. He's hitting the big plays downfield when they need him to. And it looks like they might get one-on-ones to the outside again. Stein's going to tuck it, and he's going to try to run. And we'll see if he can get to that sideline, and he will, and gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 22 seconds. A flag is down in the middle of the field. The run got him up to the 28. So it was a gain of 5 on the run, but a flag downfield. See what the officials are talking about here. So they'll take the hold instead of the run. So it'll be first down and 5 from the 24. 22 seconds on the clock here before halftime. Paola with no timeouts remaining. So a sack or a tackle inbounds short of the first down marker could be catastrophic for the Panthers. They'll go back. Stein's got time. He's got to get rid of it. Does so, tipped into the air, and it's incomplete. And a flag comes in. Did he go over the back of Pishneko? 14 seconds left to play. Stein bought himself some time. Pressure came. He tried to fire that one down around the 10-yard line. Pishneko went up and got interfered with. So here we go. Pass interference puts the ball at about the 12. 14 seconds for Paola, and you imagine everything here is going toward the end zone. Maybe take 2 shots at that end zone, and then if they trust Traxel to kick from here, you might see him come out. Play action. First shot toward the end zone is caught for a touchdown. Oh my goodness, back corner of the end zone, and Paola takes advantage of the first turnover. What a throw, what a catch, and Paola's in the lead. It's 20-14. Second touchdown pass from Mason Stein of the game. Extra point up, extra point good. It's 21-14. Paola in front with 6 seconds to go here in the half. And how about this from the Paola Panthers? We'll step aside. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
My experience at Strode Orthodontics was amazing. Like most people who had their first round of braces, I forgot to wear my retainer and so therefore had crooked teeth. I got engaged this year. I wanted straight teeth for my wedding, and so Dr. Strode was able to give me Invisalign, and now I have the straight smile that I've always wanted. We're gonna get such a welcoming experience here. The day of my wedding, I'm not going to be scared to take pictures. Now I can finally be confident with my smile on that big day.
So after the touchdown pass from 12 yards out, Panthers lead by 7. And now they just need to take care of business here on this kickoff, which they've had a problem with already, so they'll squib kick it here. And down immediately, won't even bother with a return at the 35-yard line. 5 seconds for Louisburg to either come out and take a knee or try to do something with it. Paola will get the ball to begin the second half as well, something to keep in mind. And they've taken care of business. 3 drives tonight, 3 touchdowns. The only defensive stop for either side was a 4th down and 3, incomplete pass from Louisburg. And it looks like Louisburg will run a play. They're going to go to the air, so they're going to try to big play hunt. And they'll go to their return man who gets out of bounds. And somehow only 3 seconds ran off the clock. Not quite sure how that happened, as the ball will be spotted up at the 48-yard line. Gain of 13. So here we go, final play. Act on the play. Sacked to end the half by Maximus Jones, the senior. And that'll do it for the first half here on Paola. Halftime show on Paola Sports Live coming up next, brought to you by Fort Scott Community College. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good one here on Paola Sports Live.
We are a single doctor practice, which means that I am the only orthodontist here in the practice. I will be the one guiding you through your care journey. With our experienced staff, your appointments will be more efficient and more comfortable. We love treating kids as well as adults. We want you to be happy with your experience during orthodontic treatment as well as your smile at the end. I love when patients tell me that their smile has improved their confidence and their quality of life, because a smile is for a lifetime.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Back in live here on Paola Sports Live as the Panthers have a 21-14 lead over the Louisburg Wildcats. They have scored on all three of their possessions here in the first half, and they'll get the ball to begin the second half. What a start to the season for this Paola offense. They hung up big-time numbers on Fort Scott a week ago, over 300 yards, over 35 points, and now looking to do that again here against Louisburg, one of the better teams year to year here in the Varsity Sports Live pantheon of coverage. We've got you here on Paola Sports Live here tonight, as well as Louisburg Sports Live with their home coverage of this, the home opener for the Louisburg Wildcats for the season, after they dropped a tough one by 4 points, 20-16 last week in Tonganoxie. Paola coming off a big win last week at home against Fort Scott. Paola coming off a one-win season a year ago, a really tough one for the Panthers and their fan base. But man, 21-14 here over Louisburg. Ball to start the second half. They've got an opportunity to already surpass last year's entire season production win-wise if they can take care of business here in the second half. But they are going to expect some big-time effort out of Louisburg coming out of the break. Louisburg not necessarily familiar with looking up at Paola when it comes to the score here in this rivalry over the last few years. So you know that the prospect of 0-2 for them not looking like something that they're going to be necessarily willing to just take lying down. So we should have some more fireworks coming out in the second half. Only one defensive stop in that entire first half that came on Paola in the final 2 minutes, actually with 1 minute to go in the half, as Louisburg had that 4th and 3 from midfield. Paola got a great pass rush off the edge, brought pressure, forced the pass to come out a little bit wobbly, incomplete, and Paola took advantage, scoring the touchdown pass from 12 yards out to Sasha Pichneko with 6 seconds left in the half. And what a ball game so far we have. And you're listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Fort Scott Community College, where you belong. Fort Scott Community College has nursing to farm and ranch management, John Deere Tech to theater, and so much more, plus championship caliber athletic programs. To learn more, visit fortscott.edu. More Halftime Show coming up after this, and we'll have second half action as well after a word from some of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast and Xfinity.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness and a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal.
1870, over 150 agents cover about 20 counties and
Nice Paola punt. Down to the 11. And Louisburg will start from there. So it'll be first down and 10 from their own 11. Takes the snap. Going to his left. And not a whole lot of space there. So second down and 8 coming up. Back to throw. And caught! Up across the 25, all the way to the 28-yard line. Gain of 17 on the completion. Up the middle. Thompson picks up 6. Brings up second down and 4. From the gun, takes the snap, quarterback keeper going left side, and he's going to get the first down. Needed 4, he got exactly that. Quarterback keeper again, Amron again. Right up the gut, and another nice chunk play up to the 46-yard line. Second down and 3, out of the pistol. They'll give this one to the right side and a gain of 4. That was Tate McGreer, I believe. So first down and 10, Louisburg from their own 49-yard line. Under center, takes the snap, gives this one off, up the middle. Decent chunk gain there. They'll give him the Paola 46, gain of 5. takes the snap. Quarterback keeper coming to the near side. Paola trying to stand him up, but not before he gets about half of it. And he's up to the 42-yard line, maybe the 43. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. So now Ameren up to 51 yards on the ground thus far here today. That puts him 1 ahead of both Bodie Shea and Mason Stein, who both have 50 for Paola for the game's lead. 3rd down and 2. Louisburg hoping to crawl back into this thing after getting their first stop of their own coming out to start this half. And it will be the quarterback keeper. And he's got a lane this way, and he's got the first down up to the 36-yard line. So a timeout taken. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Good drive here for Louisburg. Already eaten up a bunch of this 3rd quarter. 5:11 left to go in the quarter. Paola still with that narrow 7-point lead. Panthers were hoping to get a little double dip action, score to end the half, then score to come out to start this half. Weren't able to do it. Now Louisburg trying to take advantage and tie this thing up, in a great run here from the quarterback, Ameren. Inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. First down for Louisburg. And Ameren's really starting to heat up on the ground for Louisburg this drive. Man in motion, turns, gives, Thompson, left side, inside the 20 to the 19, and he's stuffed there. From the pistol, takes the snap. Quarterback power left side, gets a good block out there from Thompson, and he's going to get another first down. Louisburg with an impressive drive going right here to begin this half. Looks like they'll take a timeout here. They'll spot it down at about the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Infinity, Xfinity.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back in live out of the timeout. 1st and goal, Louisburg from the 9-yard line of Paola. They'll try their luck off the right side, and it's blown up in the backfield. What a defensive play by the Panthers. Absolutely nowhere to run for Tate McGreer, and he's bottled up about a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. They might have given him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but either way, big play by that Paola defensive line. So 2nd down and goal from the 9.5. They'll come out in the pistol. McGreer still in the backfield, might be trying to shake some of the dust out of his ears after that last hit. And a penalty marker comes in. This might be against the Panthers. For something said down there before this play. And it was. And that's brutal. You make a great play defensively and then just keep on talking afterwards, and it costs your team about 5 of those yards. And a timeout taken by Paola. So we'll step aside briefly and be right back here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Back in out of the brief break. 2nd down and goal from the 5 now rather than the 10, thanks to the personal foul. Amron comes out under center, takes the snap, tosses it, trying to go outside with it, hit at the line, trying to push his way forward. He will, all the way down to the 1-yard line. What a second effort there from Tate McGreer. So 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. And an official's timeout. We've got an injured player out there. We'll go ahead and try to keep it here while he stretches out. Max Amron certainly taking control here in this second half. This is still the opening drive for Paola after they got the 3-and-out forced on the Panthers after Paola had a great kickoff return to begin proceedings here in the second half. Louisburg started this drive back at their own 12-yard line. And here they are, 1 yard away from punching it in and potentially tying this ball game. Third down and goal from the 1. And they'll come out in the shotgun here. So we'll see if this is QB power, and that is what they're going to go. And it's swallowed up in the backfield. What a play by the Panthers, breaking through that line, and they got him all the way back at the 5-yard line. And we've got another player down. One of the Louisburg offensive linemen, I believe, as he'll get stretched out. It is particularly humid out here tonight. Week 1 was also fairly on the cool side, almost spring-fall type weather. So the first game action for either of these squads that really featured some early September type temperatures. Might be a cause of some of the cramping that we've seen over and over again down there. Just not quite accustomed to it just yet. We'll go ahead and step aside. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
In 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
And it was actually Max Amron himself, the quarterback and the ball carrier on that last play for Louisburg, who ends up being the injured man coming towards the bench. And so into the game comes the backup quarterback. It's going to be Cole Heinrich. As Louisburg will go for it, 4th and goal from the 5. It looks like Heinrich actually in there at tailback, and they move Tate McCreer over to quarterback, but a timeout taken first. Liberal use of the timeouts from both sides here thus far in the third quarter. We'll be back.
In Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just
Iron Horse family.
Back in live here on Paola Sports Live. We once again send a special shout out to Comcast and Xfinity, our sponsors for the rest of the year here on Paola Sports Live. Paola hoping to get a big 4th down and goal stop here to protect their 7-point lead. Louisburg came out, took the timeout, and that will allow Max Amron an opportunity to go back in at quarterback. So, came off the field limping and was down for quite a bit of time. Evidently got stretched out during the quick send the formation in and then take a timeout ordeal. And now being told that he has to come back out again. So that is interesting. I was under the impression that the timeout made him eligible to come back in. Louisburg obviously in the same boat that I am. And so instead, in come the backups for 4th and goal from the 5. Quarterback keep, throws, broken up at the goal line. What a play defensively made by the Panthers. Landon Murdoch dove across and broke it up. And we've got another player down, but a 4th down stop for Paola when they needed it most. Landon Murdoch with a huge play. Heinrich came in to play quarterback on that one. Had his man, he thought, open in the middle of the field off the play action rollout. He was trying to go back to his tight end right about at the A in the end zone. And Murdoch dove across and broke that one up. So Paola will take over at their own 4-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. So after the offenses dominated the first half, both teams come out and are turned away by each other's defenses to begin the second half. Injured player able to get off the field. Both teams will go back to their huddle. Sorry, no injured player still down. I was looking at the wrong person. And as they stretch him out as well, those cramps been a huge issue here tonight for everybody. We'll step aside briefly here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
So while we were focused on the Paola player that was down, that ended up being Alvin Mitchell who hopped up, and he's able to get back to his sideline. Back in the far corner of the end zone, we actually also had a Louisburg player. That would be Martin Alicia Soto, and he's now slow, getting back to his sideline with the help of the trainer and coach. So the injury bug has been all over the place here tonight. And at the end of all of this, Paola with the 4th down stop back at their own 4-yard line is going to have 1st down and 10 and a long field in front of them. As they'll go to the huddle. And it'll be our second look at the Paola offense here in this half. They'll toss it right side, going to Shea. Bodie Shea able to pick up maybe 1 or 2. Not a whole lot of space there. Their first drive started in Louisburg territory thanks to an excellent kickoff return by Sasha Pashneko. That one ended with a 3-and-out. Now they're going to try to hope for better luck starting back at their own 4. From the gun. Oh, bobbled the snap, and he's in trouble back there. And he's going to be down back at his own 1-yard line. Mason Stein had trouble with the snap, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 from his own 1. And we've got another player down. And we'll be right back.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
My experience at Strode Orthodontics was amazing. Like most people who had their first round of braces, I forgot to wear my retainer and so therefore had crooked teeth. I got engaged this year. I wanted straight teeth for my wedding, and so Dr. Strode was able to give me Invisalign, and now I have the straight smile that I've always wanted. We're gonna get such a welcoming experience here. The day of my wedding, I'm not going to be scared to take pictures. Now I can finally be confident with my smile on that big day.
Back in live out of the timeout for the injury. Paola from their own 1. teetering in danger here, and they'll go to the air, and they're going to go deep, and they're going to hit their man. Oh my goodness! How in the world did they fit that in there into double coverage? Pass was caught by Sasha Pichneko. He's been huge for Paola today. All the way up to the 25-yard line, and then he hits the deck. Another huge play made by him. And that'll stop the clock once more as they tend to Sasha. 24 yards, however, on the pass completion. That's Pichneko's 4th catch already. He's flirting with a 100-yard game through the air. He's 4 catches, 91 yards, and of course, the touchdown catch right before the half. And that's what's given Paola this 21-14 lead, and they do not want to lose him. So the senior receiver down. We'll try to keep it right here. As they'll try to get him stretched out. And for Mason Stein, the sophomore quarterback, having a great game down there here today. And he started 1 for 4 passing the football. Sorry, 1 for 3, I should say. And has bounced back from that start. He is 7 for 10, 133 yards and a pair of touchdowns, not to mention 45 yards on the ground. He is balling out here tonight in this Week 2 meeting against Louisburg. And Paola's hopeful that they also get 2 more seasons with the young quarterback. Paola, a very young team. Leading rusher thus far on the season, a sophomore. Starting quarterback, a sophomore. They got a number of young sophomores that contribute throughout the lineup. But right now, all attention on one of their seniors. Still tending to Pichneko, so we'll go ahead and step aside and be right back here on Paola Sports Live.
Your jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal.
At Fort Scott Community.
Back in live on Paola Sports Live as the Panthers have a 1st down and 10 after a phenomenal catch by Sasha Pichneko and a brilliant throw. Threaded it through double coverage, did quarterback Mason Stein. They had 3rd down and 13, backed up at their own 1, delivered a beautiful fade ball up to the 25. Pichneko went right over his man to bring it down. They lose Pichneko for at least a play as he was injured on it. And they'll go to the air again. Not a whole lot open, so we'll see if Stein just tries to run it, and he will. He's knocked out of bounds. We'll see what they give him here. Looks like a gain of about 1. So they'll officially give him 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Everybody checks the wristbands. At least one more play will have to be run before the end of the quarter. They'll take the snap. It's Stein again, quarterback keeper. Up to about the 30. Gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 And one would imagine we'll probably see that 3rd down and 5 on the other end of this quarter break, but we'll see for sure. As that clock is ticking, and it looks like Paola more than content to just take this one to the halftime break. So we'll go to the 4th quarter. Paola in front by 7, facing a 3rd and 5 when we come back here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
And that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Here at Strode Orthodontics, we are a single doctor practice, which means that I am the only orthodontist here in the practice. I will be the one guiding you through your care journey. With our experienced staff, your appointments will be more efficient and more comfortable. We love treating kids as well as adults. We want you to be happy with your experience during orthodontic treatment as well as your smile at the end. I love when patients tell me that their smile has improved their confidence and their quality of life, because a smile is for a lifetime.
Back in out of the break. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Paola Panthers at their own 30-yard line as they're trying to run clock and maybe try to add to this lead, 21-14 as we enter the 4th quarter. We'll see what the Panthers have in store here. It's been a whole lot of Mason Stein on this drive. Through the air, on the ground. They've gone to their quarterback to try to get this drive off the ground, which started back at their own 4 and at one point had backed up to their own 1. Right now, they need to get to the 35. Man in motion, takes the snap, toss play, left side, going to Shea. Shea going to try to outrun everyone to the outside, and he does, and he's across the 40, and he's knocked out of bounds. Paola thinking it was late, no call on the play, but he's going to get all the way up to the 43-yard line. 13 yards when he only needed 5, and a 1st down for the Paola Panthers. Big time run by Bodie Shea. So ball at the 46-yard line. Officials timeout. We'll get a look at what this is about. No signal from an official yet, just a whistle. Perhaps just a water break timeout is mandated by the temperature that's out here. So Paola will have 1st down and 10 at their own 46-yard line. They've got a nice drive here. If nothing else, they've at least flipped the field position. After getting a 4th down stop when Louisburg had that 4th and goal at the Paola 4, Paola's defense made a great play, specifically number 7, Landon Murdoch, diving across from the man he was covering to break up the pass intended for the tight end inside of him. And now Paola, which started, like I said, at their own 4, has managed to get it all the way up to the 46-yard line, and they will try to string some more 1st downs together. And if they can end this drive in the end zone, all the better. And it looks like we might just about be ready for play once again. And there's the whistle. Man in motion. Takes the snap. They give it off to Shea. Shea with a nice hole up the middle. And he's going to cross midfield. Looks like he's all the way up to the 48-yard line of Louisburg. Gain of 6 will bring up a 2nd down and 4. Shea had a 100-yard game last week at home against Fort Scott. He's at 74 thus far tonight. We'll see if they go back to him here on 2nd down and 4. Takes the snap. And it is Stein keeping it. They might give him a yard, but nothing much more than that. It's going to be 3rd down. Third down and 3. And we've got another player down, so we'll go ahead and step aside before this 3rd down. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness and a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Back in live on Paola Sports Live as the Panthers have a 3rd down and 3, hoping to keep this drive alive. Big power I formation in the backfield, 2 fullbacks. They give it off to Shea, and I don't think he got particularly close. He stood up right about the line of scrimmage. So an interesting decision for Paola here on 4th and 2. They've stopped a pair of 4th downs in this game. Now we'll see if they choose to go for one, and it looks like they will, just across midfield. They're going to try to let their offense go out and do this. Same formation, trying to draw Louisburg offside. They do snap it. They'll go left side. Shea with a huge hole. Bodie Shea in the clear inside the 20. And Shea is gone. Touchdown, Bodie Shea. Oh my goodness gracious. A 46-yard touchdown run by the sophomore, number 1. And that might have broken this game wide open. 9:38 to go, and Paola strikes huge. 4th down and 2. They wanted 2 yards. Shea got greedy and took all 46. Extra point. Up. And good. Panthers lead by 14 here in Louisburg with 9:38 left to play. You're watching Paola Sports Live. It's brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
We're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life. The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to Prime Accounting.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe.
Back in live here on Paola Sports Live. The Panthers off that 46-yard touchdown run by Shea has given them a 14-point lead, and now they'll pooch kick it to the 32-yard line. And getting that one up to about the 37. 9:33 to go, and now the offense is really going to have to make something happen on this drive for the boys in purple. First down and 10 for Louisburg. Max Amron back in the game at quarterback. From the pistol. And he's going to the air right off the bat, and he's got a man on that quick hitch route. Breaks a tackle and gets up across midfield, and he's still going all the way inside the 45 of Paola. What a catch and run by Martin Alicia Soto. And they'll give him the 43-yard line. A gain of 20 on the completion. And the penalty against Paola. And the penalty against Paola will move it up 5. Will move it up 5. From the pistol, first and 5. Tight end in 5. Tight end in motion. Back to the air again. Going to the flats. He was looking in motion. Back to the air again. Going to the flats. He was looking for his tight end out there and just skipped him. That was Gavin Manson. And he had some space behind him. Could have been a nice chunk play. At least gotten another first down. But the one hop puts an end to that. Max Amron's been efficient throwing the ball. He's 7 for 10 here tonight, but for just 62 yards, he's 7 for 10 here tonight, but for just 62 yards, he's been much more effective with his legs. 75 on the ground, plus a rushing touchdown. Man in motion again. And they'll go to him with his legs, and he breaks the tackle in the backfield and turns a loss into a gain of about 3. So it's going to make third down just 2 yards to go rather than a potential third and long, third and medium type situation. From the pistol. And an official's timeout before 3rd and 2 with 8:31 left to go here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas, we want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
So the timeout for the injured player, that was Johnny Hendrickson, the senior offensive lineman for Louisburg, able to hop off. And he'll take a seat on the bench, and the trainers will tend to him a bit more. And his teammates have a 3rd down and 2, and they'll go quarterback run. It's been their best play, and he'll get all the way down to the 26-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the ground for the quarterback, Amron. He's quickly approaching 100 yards rushing. He's at 87. And he'll go to the air first. He's looking deep on that seam. And, oh, just a bit too far. And I think that one hit his man in the hands. John Guterman couldn't quite handle it. That ball was pretty much perfect. Hit him in both gloves. And then it just found its way into that purple end zone turf. Louisburg's going to be wanting that one back. So instead of cutting this to a 1-score game, it's just going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 26. From the pistol. And whistles. That's going to be a false start against Louisburg, so instead of 2nd and 10 now, it's 2nd and 15. So on 2nd and 15 from the 31, they'll stay in that pistol. They've had success with it. They've got a pass rush on their man and a sack on the play. What a pass rush from Paola. Bringing him down in the backfield was number 25, Maximus Jones. The 2nd time today he's gotten to the quarterback. Jones is having a day down there pass rush wise. His 2nd sack of the ball game, and it brings up a 3rd and a mile. From the 38-yard line, 3rd and 22, and a flag down. And make it 3rd and 27, sorry. They will need to get this to the 16-yard line. They are at their 43. They've pulled off some monsters already on 3rd and longs here today, though. And here, pass rush is on. He's going for the deep ball, and he's got his man! And another huge play on 3rd down and long for Paola, all the way down to the 11-yard line. Hauled in by Martina Alicia Soto. Gain of 32 on the catch. And now they'll run it. And Louisburg has been dynamite going to the air on these 3rd down and forevers. Then they go to the ground and get a gain of about 3 on that last play, and we'll get a timeout for another injured player. We'll step aside. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast and Xfinity. 6:59 to go, 2nd down and 7 when we come back.
My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
So after the miracle heave on 3rd and 27, nets them 32 and a 1st down. They got a 3-yard run, and now they'll go quarterback keeper right up the middle. And it's a thrilling 4th quarter here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Back in live out of the scoring break. Panthers set to get this ball back. They had a 46-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 2 on their last drive. That was by sophomore Bodie Shea. And we'll see if the Panthers have anything similar in store for this possession. Kick is away, and that is a deep one. And that's going to bounce and go into the end zone. Touchback. And Paola will start this drive at their own 20-yard line as they try to kill some clock and add to this lead. You imagine there might be some slow approaches to the line throughout this drive. Only one punt between these two teams throughout this whole game, if you can believe it. We've had a couple of 4th down stops each way. Paola, the only team that has voluntarily given up the football at any point. Takes the snap. Shea, another big run. Shea across the 30. Outside across the 35-yard line. And what a game for the young runner. Get at the 37-yard line, a 12-yard scamper. And that's a nice start to the drive. So a big 1st down there for Paola. And that'll reset the sticks. As they look to the sideline, play clock inside of 10. They give it off. Shea again. Looked kind of awkward on the give. And Shea goes forward for maybe half of a yard, nothing more. So 2nd down and 9. Paola will slow huddle once again, and little home field advantage here for Louisburg. They've actually shut off the play clock to the end zone on your on-screen right that Paola is driving towards, so the only play clock going is currently behind Paola. And they'll have to take a timeout. And there you see that advantage in full swing. And the Panthers take their 2nd timeout with 5:27 left to go here in the quarter. And in the ball game, they lead by 7, hoping to run down some clock and add to it here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College. I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back into Paola Sports Live out of the timeout. 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Takes the snap. Again, it's Shea. Bouncing it left side. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. So a big 3rd down for both of these sides here. They'll need the 47 to move the chains. Crowd getting loud here for Louisburg. Still in that power eye, 1 receiver set. They'll go to Shea again. Shea goes to the left side and he finds just a bit of wiggle room and moves the sticks up around midfield. Gain of 7, give him 6 on the play. It's up to the split backs on this play in the backfield. Defensive shift from Louisburg. Bodie Shea, who entered this 4th quarter with 75 yards rushing, is now at 168. He's almost got 100 yards in the 4th quarter alone. You want to talk about the ability to really grind out a close game, run that 4-minute drill. When you got a back that can crank off a century's worth of yardage in that 4th quarter, that is absolutely a coach's dream right there. It'll be 1st down and 10 after Shea went out of bounds, which did stop the clock at 3:17. Stein, quarterback keeper, no room to operate. And so for the 2nd set of downs, we open it up with a QB keeper for no yards. Another 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Panthers. Louisburg still holding on to those timeouts. They've still got 2. But Paola could really do some damage to their hopes if they can get one more 1st down. Takes the snap, gives to Shea. Shea going left side. He's going to try to stay in bounds. And he will keep it in bounds. Not a whole lot of space to operate, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. They'll say loss of a yard. So 3rd down and 11. Under 2 minutes. And if you can get at least half of it here, that would at least bode well for your 4th down chances of being able to go for it. Takes the snap, gives it off, and they're going to get a huge chunk of it. Shea all the way down to the 20. It's going to be 4th down and 1 at the end of all that. A 10-yard scamper and a timeout taken by Louisburg with 1:39. So this 4th down and 1 is essentially for the game. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. And with that run, Bodie Shea is now officially over 100 yards in the 4th quarter alone. He's at 177 for the game. He was at 75 entering this 4th quarter. And if Paola, anyone on Paola, can find a way to get 1 more yard, they can go ahead and kneel this one out. So Paola a yard away from 2-0 to begin this season, and a big road victory here in Louisburg. Louisburg side, that one's easy. Max Amron, the quarterback, 12 of 17 passing, 117 yards through the air. He added 112 on the ground, 5.6 yards a carry and 2 rushing touchdowns. He was basically what was keeping Louisburg in that ball game through most of it. Special shout out though to the sophomore kick returner Matthias Wright as well. 90-yard kickoff return to get things going at the opening kickoff. Really got this crowd up and in a frenzy to try to see their team get their first win of the season here in front of the home crowd, as Louisburg does drop to 0-2 on the year. For Paola, they had a great game out of their quarterback as well. Mason Stein, 7 for 11 passing, 133 yards and a pair of touchdowns, and then 51 yards added on the ground as well. And man, the 4th quarter that Bodie Shea had, over 100 yards rushing in the 4th quarter alone. He had 177 on the game, 102 of those coming in the 4th quarter, including the 46-yard, what turned out to be game-winning touchdown run that gave them their 28th point. And that was his 2nd rushing touchdown of the ball game. Paola puts it away. We take a quick look ahead at the Paola Sports Live schedule and a pair of matchups with Ottawa coming up on the horizon, as they've got Ottawa in volleyball. That game will be at home next week in Paola as they take on the Cyclones. Tuesday, that'll be at 6:30 p.m., and then they'll be in Ottawa Friday night, next Friday, for football, as the football team looks to get to 3-0 on the season. Should be a good week for Paola and Ottawa fans right here on Paola Sports Live. We thank you all for joining us. This has been the post-game show brought to you by Paola Vet Clinic and Elliott Insurance Group. We'd once again like to thank Comcast Xfinity for sponsoring Paola Sports Live this year. I've been Aaron Feely, as well as Emma Baum with me here on the call. We thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.
From the gridiron to the hard court, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at Varsity Sports.